Yo, what's up, neighbors? Wanted to show you a little bit here. I started calling people a neighbor. It's just a pretty good way of instantly connecting and finding that commonality with somebody who you might not know, but you know, you call them a neighbor and then they're instantly in your neighborhood, whether that is in Argentina or in Uruguay or in California or in Seattle or whatever you are. But anyway, maybe you're in Peru, like this cactus I have here. This is my my fence of my self-defense. Somebody quoted that. My friend Brady quoted that. The self-defense. Anyway, I used to sell plants out of my house, and I still do sometimes, but I don't have enough time to do that anymore right now. So they just sit there and poor things survive in pots, the ones that do, and some people were coming by and just reaching through and grabbing the plants. So I said, all right, reach through this, motherfucker. Anyway, I got a fork, and this greeted me today. It's the Trichocereus peruvianus, as I know it, and it's a beautiful cacti, beautiful cactus from the Andes mountains, my beloved Andes mountains. And it's just open, and this one's about to open. It's opening now, and then we have a few more over here. I don't even remember where I got this. I think I stole a cutting from somewhere. Anyway, I always tell people you can steal a cutting of a plant, just don't steal the whole thing, okay? That's just rude. And then I tell people you should always once you have your cuttings, you should propagate them, and then propagate more than one, you know, propagate 3, 4, 5, 10, and then you just pass them along to people. And then if for any reason yours dies, perishes, or gets stolen, then you have plant insurance. You go tell your neighbor or your friend or your brother to hook you up with a new cutting because you lost the one that you had for whatever reason. And that's called plant insurance, and it's acquired by sharing. So it's a really good way of operating in the plant world. And usually as soon as you start giving people plants, they will come and give you plants too. So anyway, this is in the Cactaceae family, as I think most other cactus. And I'll show you a little closer here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spines. Like the one in the middle is a central spine, and then the ones around are called radial spines, and they come right, careful, they come right out of the aerial. That's where the spines emerge. So a cactus, unless it's like a funky species, which I've seen that are like aerial-less, or they don't present their aerials in the same manner. They're just kind of weird growths. Neighbor, good, thanks. Doing a little video here. So some cacti will present differently. The aerials will present differently, and that's where some cacti have spines and glochids, which are the tiny little hair-like fibers. I guess they're reduced spines. This one here is nasty. It's the Opuntia ursina. Anyway, it's a good looking one, but it's super nasty, man. It'll catch you and will not release you. And as soon as you have to pull hard, and then it'll take a pad will come attached to your finger. So anyway, I think I made a mistake of planting it too close to the sidewalk. I'm afraid sometimes I see the neighborhood kids riding their bikes, and as you can see, I have chopped away some good paths, and but this thing is growing viciously now. It used to be vigorously, and now it's viciously. That's how it's growing. So anyway, oh, look at that, ooh, nice, it's getting big. Anyway, again, Trichocereus, peruvianus, and when they're young, they usually have 7 ribs. I actually haven't even counted. See, I don't prepare to do these videos. I just go ahead and I see something and I start talking. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ribs on this ones. And anyway, pretty nice. See the petals, the tipples. Some people say they're all petaloid tipples. I think you can, when you can't really distinguish the petals from the tipples. No, are they called sepals? Schnapps. I need to go over my terminology books again, because I'm forgetting this stuff. You know, you stop using your vocabulary very often. And then look how many stamens there are. Beautiful. Whoa. What's up, buddy? Look, we have a visitor. We have a visitor to the flowers. There we go. Oh, hey. Come on in, come on in. Yeah, big old bumblebee. I think he got a whiff. Anyway, and then the stigma. Look at that stigma. Oh my goodness. It's pretty sexy. That's a good word to describe plants. Sexy. Dang. Anyway, stamens, you count up to 9. After 9, you say many. And the lobes in the stigma, so each little thing is a lobe there. You count also to 9, and then if it's more than 9, you just call them many. But anyway, they'll this will produce fruit. Unlike the Spaciana, the Trichocereus Spaciana, which is pretty tall, about 10-footer right now. I have not seen them produce fruit. This one's been on the ground, and I cut it back. Used to have like 6 of these tall columns, arms, whatever you want to call them, stems. Used to have about 6, but they were starting to lean towards the sidewalk, because that's facing south, and I just pruned them away, and yeah, I had to prune them away because I was afraid that the whole plant was gonna fail, and they're quite heavy. They're full of water. Right now they haven't received any water since when did we have the last actual rain? Late February or something. It's been a while, but you can tell, like the young heads here, they're nice and firm, but the older ones, they're squishy and soft. And then sorry, I call this the Spaciana. This is the Pachnoi, Trichocereus Pachnoi. Spacianoi, Trichocereus Pachnoi, and then this is the Spaciana, the Trichocereus Spaciana. I think at some point they might have changed Trichocereus into Cereus, I think. See, that's the thing. The APG too, they keep changing and grouping plants into different genus and different families. They didn't change the family, but anyway, I was doing some reading and you know, when people ask, are you reading any books? I'm always reading books. Wow, what book? The Encyclopedia Britannica on plants, the botanical encyclopedias. They're more like textbooks than just regular books, so it's not really storybooks or anything. But anyway, 10-minute video. Time to say have a good evening and go make some dinner, cause you know, those boys gotta eat. Anyway, I hope everybody's well in Oakland. I hope everybody's well around the state of California, because there's a lot of wildfires and it's quite toxic. It's not just the woods burning, you know, it's the woods and houses and cars and all types of nasty stuff. So anyway, I love my cactus. I love the cacti, and especially when they bloom, it's like such a gift. This blooms last one day, one night and one day. Pretty much they open at night, and by tomorrow this time they'll be closed up again and on their way out. So it's nice to come and appreciate them and share it with you guys. When you're growing cactus or cacti, pretty much they take any soil that is well drained. I have clay, mostly clay soils, and I just mixed a bunch of perlite on the planting holes. Pretty much I dug a giant trench and I planted my cactus ends with an S, I think it's the plural. I planted my cacti just with a bunch of perlite, so like half and half native soil and half perlite, and I planted them above grade so they could still get a little air even if the soil was saturated. And you can see here, actually, under all this Bermuda grass, the roots are all exposed, which is intentional, because the roots do need oxygen, you know. Plants need, most plants, you know, need oxygen in their roots, in their soil. So anyway, I'll give you a last little shot over there. I don't know if you can really see. We're having the fire sunsets. And anyway, stay healthy, drink a lot of water, and plant more trees. See you next time.